Hey, welcome back to another episode of Fully Alive Upside Down. Upside Down series. If I don't know if you heard Adrian in the background, Upside Down, but yes, Upside Down series. I am going to talk about going on a mission trip with no money, zero. I went to Africa in 2016. I went to Mozambique for 3 months with Harvest School. It was absolutely amazing, life changing, and the Lord really met me there. But prior to you getting there was a trial, for sure. Trial. Um, I didn't have any money, but I was like, I know I'm supposed to go. I know I'm supposed to be there. I'm just gonna trust the Lord. This is going to happen. Like I'm just trusting, and I feel like a few people donated, but it was like I needed, I think 9,000 at the time. I think is what I needed to cover everything, and maybe I had 1 or 2,000, maybe, from donations from amazing people that love me and gave and supported me. But even I had fundraisers, but I just couldn't raise that much money, and it was getting down to probably what was like the last
like a week. It was like a week or two.
It was like a week or two, yeah, like the last week or two, and I'm like, I'm trusting God. And even like around that time, actually, I had went to a service. I think it was either Tuesday or Sunday.
It was a Tuesday.
A Tuesday, says Adria. A Tuesday. Um, and this lady runs up to me. She's like, I'm so excited. God's sending you to Africa. Like, did I tell you I was going to Africa? And she said, no. God said you're going to Africa. I was like, yay. God says it. I have no money. Well, yeah, barely anybody to get there. But apparently God says I'm going. So I'm going to I just held on to that word because everything else, everyone else was kind of like, are you sure you're going to Africa with, you don't have the money to pay for that? What do you mean you're going to Africa? Um, and when you have like all these words around you and all this doubt around you, it's sometimes hard to stay in faith. It is a press, and it is incredibly difficult to stay in faith when everyone else is doubting what you were saying the Lord is saying to you. So that when she said that, I was like, yes, I'm holding on to that. That's mine. That's my word. That's from the Lord. And I'm going to trust this. So yeah, a week or two prior to having to have my money and all that, I found out, because I was in graduate school at the time, so I was having to leave school for the few months I was going to be gone. So my school actually contacted me and told me that they were giving me X amount of money, more than I needed, to but not necessarily to go. They didn't, know why I was leaving or anything, but it would have been the money that I would have used to pay for the classes if I had still been in school during that time. And it was more than enough than what I needed to go on my trip. So I was just like over the moon. Like I trusted God, and He came through. And I was able to go, and I was like, had no idea, like absolutely no idea how I was going to be able to afford this, but the Lord came through in the most unexpected way. Like I did not expect that my school at the time was going to be the way that I got to go to Africa. So I went, I had an amazing time. I made some amazing friends that I still keep in contact with. And the Lord was just, He did some amazing things. I saw people get healed and many people get saved. And it was just a really beautiful time. And it was actually a very pruning time as well. But that's also very good. And so I loved all of it, the pruning and the beautiful miracles that the Lord did, and all the salvations that I saw. It was good. So yeah, this upside down is, the world always tells you that, you have to have XYZ in order to do what you want to do. Or, even People attribute that those philosophies, those worldly thought processes to their walk with Christ and how they're supposed to live out their walk with Christ. And living by faith is actually very contrary to the way the world tells you you have to live your life. And so getting a word from the Lord and trusting that even to the end, to the last week, 2 weeks, is controversial and contrary to what the world says you're supposed to do. So you come across that doubt and that unbelief, but trusting the Lord through that, it produces something in you that will trust him for the next time too. So yeah, with that said, I bless you guys to trust Jesus. And I am talking to myself again because I'm in another space in my life where I'm having to trust Jesus in a different way. So trust Jesus. And even when it looks like everyone else is doubting you, when it looks like when you're doubting yourself, when it looks like, you can't do it, trust Jesus. Bless you guys.